Hello everyone and welcome to YouTube Tuesday, session 162 with me, Jessica Brigden of Just Be Creative Cardiology. Now I'm a little early today because it's only 2:30, not quite 3, but I do have a Stampin' Up! Business meeting at 3 o'clock this afternoon, so I didn't want to miss our video, our crafting session together, and I have a doozy for you. We are going to be doing my take on Susan Campfield's Flying Finch Fun Fold card. All right, have you got that? Flying Finch Fun Fold card. And I'm going to show you an easy way to make that. We are going to use the Les Shops, all right, well, excuse my French accent, the Les Shops Designer Series paper. And of course, this cute little bundle. All right, it's the Les Shops collection, but it's the Let's Go Shopping stamp set and designer series paper there. Oh, good. Some of you who have subscribed and get the notifications are joining me. Hi, Terry. Hi, Alicia. Hello, hello. This set is absolutely adorable, and I have the perfect card to showcase the cute little shops. And actually, today, I thought, check this out. Adorable little craft store and one of the designer series paper. Super cute. So let's go ahead. We're going to get right into it and we'll get started. And if you can, grab a little piece of paper. I'm going to share my measurements with you. Okay, and that way you'll be able to make lots of these yourselves. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. All right, so we'll do the little flipperoo there. Okay, so we are on September 12th already, so we're making our way through the month. It's flying by, like our Flying Finch here. My host code is M6U6Z7BC. I do have some rewards this month as I'm trying to do my best to earn that Stampin' Up! Trip to Mexico. So I have a free gift. If you, I realize $100 order is a bit of a stretch sometimes, but this is a full class, enough to make 8 cards. You get the designer series paper. There's 12 sheets here, the Fun Flowers resin dots, and you get the Better Days stamp set. So you get the whole works with my tutorial, and that is free with a $100 purchase. All right, and I actually found some additional designer series paper in my stash. So I believe I have enough that if you order $50 from me, you can still get the designer series paper sampler, 12 sheets, and then a little sampling of the resin dots there. So 2 offerings. All right, those are while supplies last, but it's been a bit of a slow month, so I think I have plenty for everybody. So like I said, we are going to be playing with the Les Shops collection here today. You can find this on pages 30 and 31 of your catalog. Really cute little suite. And the designer series paper is quite pretty. You've got a lot of fun little patterns. You get the little bakery, ice cream shop, all the little tiny shops. You've got a whole background that have all the little storefronts. Multiple patterns of the stores. You've got a clothing store, a craft shop, all kinds of things. And then gorgeous, pretty patterns in here too. I mean, see how pretty those are. And actually one of my other favorites. I've used just about this whole pack. Down here at the bottom, I've got a little bit left of this fun paper that's got the books and the flowers and little paints, all kinds of cute things on it. So today I'm going to grab out this particular pattern because I want to use that little craft store in here. And we're going to do the Flying Finch Fun Fold, or my take on it here. Now, what that means is that the card can stand and then it pulls out. So it's a freestanding card, but it tucks all nicely in when you want to mail it. All right, but the way that the folds look, it kind of looks like a bird. Okay, it has the wings extended on each side. Let me can show you that way too. All right, so it's really quite a neat fold, and it's perfect for showcasing our little storefronts, like this Les Shops collection, the Let's Go Shopping designer series paper and bundle. So we're going to start with some, I'm using Misty Moonlight cardstock. I'm going to leave my notes here too so that you have them on the screen and hopefully you can actually see them. But the key to this card is you actually have a left wing and a right wing. And you start with that and you adhere everything together, kind of connects in the middle to form the body of the card, or the body of the bird. So we are starting with our cardstock first. We need 2 pieces and we are cutting those to 5.5 by 6.5. All right, so I've already cut those 5.5 by 6.5, and I'm pulling in my scoreboard because when it comes to doing lots of scoring, I actually prefer my scoreboard because I feel like I can get a deeper score and I can see a little bit better what I'm doing. And actually with our cardstock, because I was prepping this for a class for my team meeting, so I was trying to save time. You know how we do that. And I found that I could actually stack my 2 pieces of 5.5 by 6.25 cardstock. I could stack them together and then we're going to score. So your long side, the 6.25 side, is along the top. And we're going to make 3 scores. So you're going to use the smaller, all right, the pointier part of your stylus. Okay. Now you could totally use your Stampin' Trimmer with a score blade, but you will have to do each piece separate. But if you are using the scoreboard and you've got your stylus tool, use the smaller end. All right, that makes a deeper impression. And we're going to score first at 1.5. All right, so press nice and deep, pull that down, 1.5. And then at 2 3/4. Okay, and then the third score is going to be at 4 5/8, which is the little notch just past the 4.5 mark. All right, so 4 5/8. So score it 3 times. Honestly, that's the hardest part. All right, like I said, I'm demystifying this fun fold and hoping to show you how to make it quite simple. All right, so we've got these 2 pieces. The key to this, so I put a little X on here. Essentially, we're going to have a left wing and a right wing. So when it comes to this, on one of them, all right, so like say you take your first piece, you're going to flip it so that the X folds to the left. So this piece is here, all right, extends. Think of it as your wing since this is a flying finch. So your flying finch left wing goes to the left and this middle section, okay, so you can see you've got your 1.5 and then you've got the smaller, the 3/4 inch, or excuse me, the inch section there, and then the widest. So the next piece here, all right, that's the one you want to flip back. And you're going to do the same thing on this one, except you're going to put it in the opposite direction. So it goes towards the right. All right, that way you have a left and a right. And you can see that these flaps meet up in the middle. All right, and this is the key. You want to put these center folds right together, line them up as tightly and neatly as possible, and just kind of put your finger on them. All right, this is where one of the ways that my variation differs a little bit. I've got my little pieces in here, is that the next thing I'm going to do, and I thought I had it here, but really any scrap will do. You're going to take a scrap. I thought I had a little Misty Moonlight piece. So let me just tidy this up a little bit. All right, because it really doesn't matter what size this piece is. You're going to use a scrap from your collection. All right, take your adhesive, put a little bit of adhesive here on this. Oh, come on. Ah, Luann, it's because you're watching. I ran out of adhesive. All right, I'm going to have to refill here. But you're putting your adhesive on this piece of scrap. Hold your center folds together tightly, and then just go ahead and place this in the middle. Think of it as a Band-Aid, okay? It's just sticking those together. It's Yeah, it's the Band-Aid. Now in Susan's video, she uses a couple pieces of tear and tape and kind of makes a bridge across. You could totally do that too. Again, for simplifying, just trying to hold these together nice and tightly, get them lined up in the middle. I found just using a piece of scrap is a little bit easier. It was easier to work with for me. Okay, so that's what I went ahead and did. Let me pop this refill in here. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do, we need something to hide our Band-Aid, to hide our scrap here, and to strengthen this middle panel. All right, so for that, we need a piece of cardstock, in which case I'm going to use Misty Moonlight again. That is 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. All right, so we're going to use a piece that's 3 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this is going to go right in the center here, over top of these two folded pieces. All right, it's going to strengthen. So this is just the Band-Aid holding it together, and then we're going to take our 3 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of cardstock and go right over the middle there. Okay, so you can burnish it, make sure it's nice and smooth on each side, and then again, you've got your rings to the left and the right. Okay, now apparently I already glued that, but for your main panel here, you've got some basic white. So that layer is 3 by 5 1/4. Okay. And then this is where our gorgeous little Le Shops paper comes in. So today I want to use the little craft store. So I'm going to come in from my paper, and I'm going to snip out around my craft store here. I'm just rough cutting it for right now. Okay. All right. Now the nice thing with these is, for the most part, the buildings are all fairly straight edges. So it's not too much to do, just a little fussy cutting here. There is a set of dies that does come with the bundle, and the dies cut out the lower shop portion and then the upper. Okay, but I wanted the taller building here, so that's why I'm fussy cutting the whole thing. Hi Nessa, hello, hello. Okay, so we're going to simply fussy cut here. Like I said, for the most part, the buildings have pretty straight edges, so it's not too bad. Okay. Got my concentration going here. Hi Carol, hello, hello. How are things in South Carolina? It is an absolutely gorgeous day here in New York. 75 degrees, sunny, blue sky with fluffy clouds. Really could not ask for a more beautiful day. Absolutely. Oh, it's hot down south. Yeah, I think our heat, for the most part, is done here in New York. We had upper 80s last week. Temperature dropped on the weekend, and now we are comfortably in the 70s. But that's good. I will take that. Today is like my perfect day. 75, sunny. Yeah, that's all good. Okay. So we've got this cute little shop here. Our little craft store. Picking up the little scraps. Is that not adorable? I love that. Look at all the detail that's in here. So beautiful. Oh, Polly, it's 88 where you are too. Oh my goodness. Whew. All right, so we're going to pop some dimensionals here onto our shop. And since this is a interactive fun quilt, I'm gonna go ahead and put on lots of dimensionals. I want to make sure that we've got this card, our elements are not going to fall apart on us, especially because this card's designed to be handled. Ooh, Alicia. Alicia, it's cold in the 40s in Alaska. Brr. Whew. Okay, so here we go. We've got our adorable little shop. I'll pop it right about there. Yeah, super cute. All right, so what I should have done, I realized somehow I already taped this basic white down. I'm going to peel it up just a little bit because I want to put some ribbon across this. We have the, where did it go? This is the, oh, let's see. Let's find the English. Inner braid ribbon. Okay. It's the Misty Moonlight braided ribbon. This is from the annual catalog. It's designed for the Countryside Inn collection, but it goes absolutely adorably with these little shops. And so we're going to cut a piece that's about 4 inches wide. Okay, just a little bit wider than this front panel. And lay that across the middle. We're going to tuck the ends to the back. Let me put a little bit more adhesive under there so I can tuck this in. Okay, and then pull it straight across. Again, tuck that under, hiding those ends. All right, press it all smooth. There we go. Nobody will even know the difference. And then we'll take a second piece, slip it under there, and just do a tidy little knot. Okay, really adorable. And then if you're not, it seems to be sliding around or is a little loose, go ahead and stick a mini glue dot underneath there. But let me just trim up the ends here of the ribbon. Okay, beautiful. All right, is that not the cutest thing ever? Love this little shop. So this card is the perfect way to showcase those little shops, the little townhouses and things. All right, so now we're going to decorate the wings. And so I'm going to use, I got a couple different patterns here. So I do have some of the Misty Moonlight blue patterns, but I thought with this shop, maybe I'd go with more little artsy design with this fun little mosaic pattern here. Okay, and these are going to go on the outer left and outer right sides. The designer series paper panels are 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. 1 1/4 by 5 1/4, and you do need 2 of those. Okay, let me stick that right there so you guys can continue to see that. So we're going to go ahead and tape these down. And then there we go. Now I like to lay out all the elements and adhere them first, because then when we get ready to fold this, it's going to make a little bit more sense, okay? Because visually you'll be able to see the different sections. Okay, so we've got this. This is the front. We're going to have you flip it over now, and you can see we've got our fold here in the middle. So we're going to take a piece of basic white. This is 3 1/2 by 5 1/2. So it's a little bit larger than the front panel. Okay, so 3 1/2 by 5 1/2. And this is going to go right on top of your fold, and it's going to fit. There's actually a score line on either side. This is going to sandwich right there in the middle. Okay. And this is what you'll have. You can write your messages on here. You could stamp a greeting, anything you want here. But this gives you a nice size panel to actually put your message on. Okay, so like I said, right across the middle in the center of that fold. So that helps to strengthen it. So it's reinforced here on the back. And then you've got the double panels reinforcing the front. Okay. So we've got that on the back. Go ahead, flip it back to the front. You're going to take the outside edges, okay, the outside ones here. You're going to mountain fold those. All right, looks like a mountain. Okay. And by doing that, then it valley folds the middle. And guess what? You can tuck the whole thing right underneath that middle panel. And then it fits perfectly in a standard envelope. Okay. It's perfect in there. But they call it a flying Finch because when you get it, you pop it open and then it looks a little bit like a bird. Okay. Is that not the coolest thing ever? This is a great way to showcase various patterns of designer series paper. Now, I left the inside panels of my cardstock blank, but you could definitely cut some extra designer series paper and you could decorate those inside panels if you like. Now the inside measurements are a little bit smaller than the outer, okay? So for the inside, you would need your designer paper to be 1 inch by 5 1/4. Okay, so if you do that, make sure these are 1 inch by 5 1/4 to go on the inside. All right, but I just love that. I think it's really cute. You've got a place for your, oops, you've got a dimensional backing. Got a place to write your message on the back, but then you've got that fun panel, and again, it is freestanding. So technically, it's kind of cute. One of the ladies, Doris, from our team meeting last night, was mentioning that if you did a bunch of these, you could stand them up like on your mantle on display, and you could have a whole little row of shops. Okay, so this one is with the craft store. This little one, this is the flower shop. Okay, you can see the different plants in the window there. And then this one, this is the bookstore. All right, is that not the cutest thing ever? So you can have a whole little variety of shops, of stores, mixing, matching your designer series papers there. And it's super cute. This would be a great project for anything you want to showcase on the front. Be pretty with our autumn papers and then some leaves on the front. Really anything you could think of. But I had not seen anybody do anything quite like this with the little shops, the little businesses, row houses, the variety from that. So I thought that was a great way to use that designer series paper. And again, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It seems like a lot of pieces, but really it's your left and right panels, or your wings, your left wing, your right wing, and then your body. Okay, so if you're thinking of it as a bird, you got left wing, right wing, and then the body of the bird. So this makes your flying Finch. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. This is a sweet and simple video for you this afternoon, but again, I didn't want to miss out on our time together. So thank you guys for jumping on this week. And yes, I hope you definitely do make some Alicia and send me some pictures. Yes, I hope you guys give this a try. Definitely check it out. Make sure you are subscribed to my newsletter, because I continue to play with the Graceful Deer stamp set that we played with last Friday, and I made this variation with some Azure Afternoon cardstock because I definitely wanted a little bluebird in there. I used my Stampin' Blends to color the trees and the deer. And then check out the base. I used Wink of Stella all over the base, and it's got so much shimmer there. So much fun. And I will be sending this out in my newsletter here. Hopefully getting that out later today. All right. So thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed these projects, and give the Flying Finch fun fold. Give it a try. All right. Thank you guys so much. Happy stamping. Have a great afternoon. I will see you soon. Alrighty. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.